Okay, take number 3. If somebody knocks on my door while I'm trying to record for a 4th fucking time, I am going to lose my mind. Welcome back to the RDA. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you are doing well, because I'm certainly not. I've been disrupted 3 times in this video, but that's neither here nor there. The reason why I'm under the weather lately is because I'm gonna have to hear that Europa League music, as will you, for the next few months. You know, I say months because I expect us to go through. Real Sociedad are a Spanish team that we should beat. What? We're notorious to losing to Spanish teams? We lost to the same Spanish team twice under 2 different managers? No ways. Which one? Sevilla? Oh yeah, we lost to Sevilla, didn't we? We lost to Sevilla with our best XI last season, didn't we? Yeah. So yeah, I don't know what to tell you guys. This is a predicted XI video, and this is a score prediction video as well, which I'll get into in a moment. But yeah, I don't know if I should feel confident about this. And honestly, I just keep on thinking to myself, what would be the better scenario if we finished 4th place with a trophy, or if we finish 2nd place with no trophies? It makes no difference, because top 4 is top 4. Whether you're 2nd or 4th, you're still a loser. You didn't win the league. So probably 4th with a trophy. But then again, if we finish 4th in the league, we haven't really progressed in certain areas, you know? And that's a shambles for me. So my expectations for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer are very, very simple. We need to finish in the top 3 in the league and win at least 1 trophy. Preferably both, but at least 1 trophy. At least 1 trophy. And if we win 1 trophy and make another semi-final in the other trophy and get knocked out then, even then I'll still be vexed. But you know what? At least we won something. If we finish 4th and we get a dodgy FA Cup and we get a dodgy penalty in the semi-final and then we win the final because somebody gets sent off, bruh. You know, I'm going to celebrate it. I'm going to be shameless about it still. But you know, your boy, a few months upon reflection, is going to be coming back saying, guys, you know, maybe that FA Cup win wasn't that good. Anyways, I digress. This is not about the future. This is not about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. This is about Real Sociedad versus Manchester United. As you know, most of you watching this video, I'm sure you know. If you don't know, Real Sociedad had a magnificent start to the Premier League, La Liga season. They had a magnificent start to the La Liga season. Ever since then, they've taken somewhat of a dip in form under their manager Unai Emery. Unai Emery, remember him? Good evening. Yeah, he's managing them. And I think Real Sociedad are good outfit. But to judge a team based on league form alone or league position alone when you don't even watch them is a terrible and naive idea. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to pretend like I watch Real Sociedad. But they're a Spanish club and they're doing well in the La Liga. And that's all I need to know, fam. Because we've been struggling with Spanish squads since Sir Alex Ferguson. We've been struggling against Spanish teams since Sir Alex Ferguson. So I do not need any reassurance that this is going to be a difficult game. And if we end up piping them 4-0 and people are like, you see, I told you so, Ollie's at the wheel. Listen, as Mark Goldbridge always says, even a broken clock is right 2 times in the day. So, you know, they do not milk it. I obviously hope Manchester United do win, but it's not going to change anything. If we pipe Real Sociedad, it's not going to change my confidence levels unless we go on a consistent run of form. And even then, I'll question it, because we've been going on a lot of 3-month runs under Ollie. I don't know if you've noticed, but every time we go on a 3-month run, the next few months after that are pretty bad. And then we go on another 3-month run. And I don't know if that is very, very sustainable at the moment. But with that said, my predicted XI, who would I go with from goalkeeper to striker, starting with Dean Henderson in goal? Yes, you heard it here first, Mr. Pro David De Gea himself. I might be David De Gea's black son, you know. We should do some DNA tests, because I will not cuss out David De Gea unless he does something terribly wrong in the game. You know that if you've been watching this channel for a long time. But I think Dean Henderson should start, because I think rotation is good and it's the Europa League, so, you know, no disrespect to Sevilla or Real Sociedad or any of the other teams in the Europa League. I know Sevilla is not actually in the Europa League, but, you know, my mind is just traumatized from the last time we lost to them. No disrespect to the Europa League, but I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's got a pick. And it's clear to me that he's still playing his strongest team in the Premier League, and he's not willing to rest players for the FA Cup or pick 2 different XIs for cup games and league games. So with that in mind, I think he's going to play his strongest team going in the Premier League going forward, just to try secure top 4. And therefore, I would like to see someone like Dean Henderson start in the Europa League if that is the case, which I think it will be the case. Harry Maguire can't get dropped. He's one of those players. I think 4 or 5 players in this Manchester United team just can't get dropped, because there's nobody else in that position who can play and do a job as good as them, to be quite blunt. I think Marcus Rashford is one of them. I think Bruno Fernandes is one of them, but I'll get to that in a minute. Who should play in the fullback positions? I think Alex Telles has to get a start. Luke Shaw's been magnificent, and for all the applaudance he gets, let's not pretend like his horrific injury record has just been has just disappeared. You know, like, let's not pretend like a magic fairy came at Manchester United and was like, poof, there we go. Luke Shaw's no longer injured. You know, he can still get injured. So I'd like to see us use him wisely, even though he is in great form and is virtually undroppable at the moment. So Alex Telles, Aaron Wan-Bissaka's got to play, because who else are you going to play? Williams? Nah, mate. Nah. And then next to Harry the Hoover, next to Captain England, next to the Fridge, aka the bag of cement who can't run faster than a snail, crawling across cement, Victor Lindelof is probably going to play. He's probably going to play. And I don't know if I agree with it. I think we should see Bailey. I think we should see Tonzebe. But we've spoken about this centre-back partnership. So what's the point, really? I think Lindelof is probably going to start. In the midfield, I don't see him starting McFred again. Like, we've started McFred probably 4 or 5 times in the last 7 games now. I don't think you can start McFred. And also, if McFred is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's trusted and trial duo, which, you know, there's a lot of evidence to suggest that they are, I think he will try to preserve them for the league anyways, for the reasons I've stated earlier in this video, because I think he'll prioritize that over the Cups, like he did last season when we played a weaker team at Wembley, when we had a chance to get to an FA Cup final. But no, let's play a back 5 and rest our players against Chelsea and get piped 3-1 at Wembley just so we can go draw to Southampton the next week with our strongest team. This club will be the death of me. But yeah, I think he will rest McFred, and I think he'll play. I think Donny van der Beek could start in this game, but I'm more inclined to say Matic should start. And I don't see a midfield trio of Matic, Van der Beek and Bruno Fernandes. That's just crazy. I don't think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has even imagined or even like conceptualized the possibility of that midfield trio. So I think Matic will probably play, and then one of Fred and McTominay will play next to him, because why not? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer can't drop either of those two at the moment. And then Bruno Fernandes will play ahead of them. Donny van der Beek will get like 5 minutes when we're 2-1 down against Real Sociedad away from home at a hostile Spanish territory. And he'll probably bring Van der Beek on for like 5 minutes, fam, and Greenwood on for like a minute in added time. Banter aside, I think Bruno will play and Van der Beek will be on the bench. I think Greenwood will play on the right-hand side. I think Rashford can't get dropped, so, you know, I've already said why he can't get dropped. And to be honest, no disrespect to Dan James, I know I've spoken about resting players and all that stuff, but this isn't the game for Dan James anyways. Like, even if we did want to rest Rashford, this isn't the game for Dan James, because he's not going to have the space in behind to exploit Real Sociedad with what is the only trait that makes him a decent professional footballer is his pace, and he can't even use that against Real Sociedad, because I don't think they're going to give us an opportunity to hit them on the break. I think they'll be well coached, they'll be well drilled under Unai Emery, and I think they'll know exactly what to expect from Manchester United. They'll know we're one of the best counter-attacking teams in the world based on the last 18 or so months. So I don't see them being that naive, but you never know. Stranger things have happened in football, and we might just see Dan James and Greenwood play in a front 3 together. Who knows? I would personally play Martial up front, but I don't see him playing Martial in the current form that he is in. I think he will go with his trial and tested El Matador, Edison Cavani, Mr. I am a proper number 9, even though I have the same amount of goals as the guy who's not a proper number 9. I am a proper number 9, even though I have the same amount of goals as the guy who's playing out of position that I booted out, by the way, because I'm the new shiny toy. I'm not a huge fan of Cavani, but if he does start, I hope he has a great game and I hope he scores. And I'm going to go with the 2-1 Manchester United win, because why not? It's not like Real Sociedad are a good Spanish side who could definitely cause us trouble. I'm going to go with the 2-1 Manchester United win, and if we lose this game, I just don't know anymore. I just don't know. Is it even negotiable to talk about where this club is going in the future, other than downhill, if we lose to Real Sociedad and get knocked out of the Europa League? Like, I don't know, lads. I don't know. I know some of you think we're too good to be in the Europa League, and whilst I respect that opinion, I just don't agree with it, because we've been in the competition for the last 4 years. We've been in and out of the competition for the last 4 years, so that logic just doesn't make sense to me as a Manchester United fan. Like, yes, have high standards. Yes, expect league titles, but also be realistic about where you are. Like, Spurs fans can say they want to win the Champions League, but they can't honestly say they're going to win the Champions League this season, because they know their team is crap and they're not even in the bloody competition. Same with United fans. We're not the same team we were 8 years ago, and I think for all the applaudance people give for having high standards, you still have to recognize where your club is and where your standards are and how much work we need to do to get there. And I think we've got a lot of work before we can start saying we're too good for the Europa League. I get what people are saying. Maybe in terms of talent, we have more talented individuals than the average Joe in the Europa League. But the reality is, talent or no talent, if you're not winning games of football, nobody cares about your technical ability and your brilliance. Anyways, yeah, I've waffled on for too long in this video. Peace out, and catch you in the next one.